Hey, I had to check in with you all today just to see how you've been adjusting over the last couple of weeks. I know the hot term being used right now to describe this adjustment to our change in our circumstance is the word pivot. And immediately when I hear the word, I see the scene where Ross, Chandler, and Rachel are trying to get the chair up, or the couch, up the steps in the TV show Friends. And yes, I said Friends. I love the show unapologetically. It's probably one of my favorite shows ever. I still watch the repeats if I catch them on TV today. But my experience with pivoting, and I used to play basketball, if you didn't know that, with pivoting in basketball is a situation where you pretty much stop and you have to rotate in a circular motion to try to seek out an opportunity to either pass it, or if you hadn't stopped dribbling, you have the ability to dribble out. Pretty much you're staying in one place, looking at your options on how or the best way to move forward. So a lot of people right now are in the same situation, feeling stuck and attempting to figure out the best way to move forward. Not just individuals, but businesses, brick and mortar companies who are depending on foot traffic that now have to figure out how to generate revenue online. So there's a lot going on and a lot of people dealing with this situation that came out of nowhere. And I checked in with my daughter this morning to see how she was handling everything. And that eventually led me to interview her. And I'll be playing that interview a little bit later, but I first wanted to check in with you all, see how you're coping, see how you're handling everything, just to make sure you're good as well. We as humans, we are hardwired with behaviors that enhance our capability to adjust or to cope with certain situations. We have innate instincts within us that we follow to get us through life and that are helping us get through the situation. Everybody's handling the adjustment the best way they know how. Some people are in denial about the whole situation. Others are being greedy. Some people are feeling the urge to procreate, and that is not me. I'm not those people. But others see it as an opportunity. Some people are strengthening the bonds that they share with their family, their friends. Some people have a woe is me mentality and see it as it could be the end of the world. I think everybody's going to have a different experience, and nobody's doing it the wrong way in their own eyes. My challenge to you through this video is to continue to show grace and continue to love on each other. If you're here watching this video, that means that you woke up this morning and somebody else didn't get the same opportunity that you did. So if you're having a hard time seeing the light at the end of this tunnel, just be grateful for that and keep hanging on to that until this thing is over. Before all of this started, I had planned on having a panel of entrepreneurs just come together. I wanted to ask them questions to see how they were able to get over mental obstacles and pretty much left corporate world and started business on their own. And I'm still working on that. I'm trying to get my tech skills up, and that's what I'm doing. Not only that, I've become a full-time third grade teacher, and it's taken up a lot of my time, and I feel like it's overwhelming at times, but I'm getting through it, and I know it's only temporary. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the video of my daughter started, the interview that I did with her earlier this morning. Please let me know how you feel about it. Give me your comments, give me your thoughts. If you have any questions, feel free to ask those in the comment section. If you haven't liked the video already, please do so. Share it with somebody if you think it'll help them out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But I do want to just give you a quick thanks for watching, and I'll be talking to you all again soon. All right, so I'm here with my daughter, Jordan, and as you can see, she's a little bit camera shy, but I wanted to interview her, ask her some questions, just to see how she's feeling, how she's handling the pandemic. And I was upstairs talking to her about pivoting, and she had a funny answer, so I'll ask her again. Jordan, what's your definition of pivot? When I say pivot, what do you think about?
A bone.
A bone? What kind of bone?
I don't know, I forgot. We learned it in science, but it was I remember when it was the ball and socket, which is your hips, you can do that.
That's good though.
Yeah.
You didn't explain that, but that's actually what it is. It's you're stuck in a place, but you have to kind of move around and kind of find your way, right? And that's what it was. So that's when you hear pivot, that's what comes to mind, and that's actually a good representation of what's going on with this pandemic, this lockdown. So thank you for elaborating on that. It makes sense. First, I thought it was funny because she didn't give an explanation, but that puts it all into perspective. But now that we know what pivoting is, how have you pivoted? So you're stuck. You're in that tight place. How have you pivoted during these? How many weeks have you been out of school?
Like 4 or 5.
4. It's been about a month. So how have you pivoted during these last 4 or 5 weeks?
I started learning a different language because I was interested in like that culture.
So I know before all of this took place, BTS is a really popular Korean group, and she went to a concert. She has all of this merch, and she's been learning the language. She was interested in the music that they listen to. They speak Korean, so she was doing the research. I bought her some stuff for Christmas for her birthday, and she was listening and learning. And as time passed, she kind of stopped. She got away from it. But you said during this pandemic, you got back to it. Mm-hmm. So what caused you to get back? Is it because of the changes? Is that something you just like, hey, I needed to get back. Now's the time to do it. What was the trigger that made you open the books back up?
Yeah, because like when I was in school, I feel like she's given us a little bit less stuff, and because now it's like getting towards the end of the year, so we have less work, and I mean I have more free time now since I don't really have to worry about getting up super early to go to school, so I don't have to really worry about a bedtime, so I can study whenever I have any extra free time after I've done all my schoolwork.
Okay. And have you learned anything new about yourself since you've been studying, or since you've been away from all your friends? Since your workload has kind of changed?
Not really.
Haven't done any self-reflection?
No.
Are you ready for things to get back to normal? Or do you like this?
I like being at home and doing the work.
Doing it on your own pace. What about your friends? They played a very, very important part in your life. We had a bunch of butting of the heads because of you wanting to talk on the phone to your friends and putting the work on back burner so you can talk on the phone, and treating your brother the way you treat him because you want to be on the phone with your friends. And how has that relationship, how has that changed since you've been away from school and home with us?
Well, wait. I know this is like not really related, but like I started listening to different artists. So like whenever it comes to talking to my friends, like they still listen to one of them. She still listens to BTS. The other one she doesn't really. So I don't really have a lot of stuff to talk to them about. So I don't really talk to them anymore.
And is that all y'all really talk about? Is that what you were doing when you weren't communicating with them at school? And
occasionally, it depends on like what we were talking about before. Like if she was telling me about something she saw, maybe that would come up.
Okay, so it's changed because of your interests. Your interests are changing, so the relationships with them are changing too. Okay. So if things stay this way, us being cooped up together in this house, not being able to get out like we used to, if it stayed this way for a longer period of time, how would you feel about that?
It would probably be the same with you guys, with them. Like, I probably wouldn't talk to you guys as much as I used to. Because
so you gonna get rid of us too? Well, hopefully this is over before she decides that she no longer wants to hang out with me. But we were so used to the routine of getting up in the morning, me dropping y'all off at school, me picking you up, you having to do whatever homework, you doing whatever chores, you getting on the phone with your friends. How has this changed your perception of the way that life works? Like, in the middle of all of that, everything stopped and now you have to do things differently. How is that? Have you looked at it differently, how life is life can be different, like it can change. Have you thought about that, really? What do you think about it? Is it scary?
Yeah. Cause like before all this, or before it got serious, everybody was joking around and like we just kept living, and then all of a sudden it starts shooting up, and now we're at home, and it happened in like such a short time. Like the day when we found out we weren't going to be coming to school for 2 weeks, everybody was like, okay, I don't have to see you for 2 weeks, so I don't have to do this for 2 weeks. And now it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy, I'm stuck at home.
Hey, yeah, it's different. Are you, when we get out of this, do you think you'll be the same Jordan, or do you think you'll go back to how things were before?
I think I'll be a little bit different.
In what way?
Like my personality, or like the way I talk to my friends, like when like I haven't seen them in a while, so especially the ones that I'm not that close with, but like I would talk to, I'm probably gonna be like
going back in your shell. So you're out of it. Now that you're away from them, you kind of
drift away a little bit, and it's not the same.
But there are things you can do right now to change that, right? Well, I guess not with people that you didn't converse with after hours. I guess that would be kind of difficult. But is there anything you could do right now to reach out to those people so it doesn't get awkward? Or have you even considered that?
Not really.
Just obvious, I guess. Whatever.
Cause I mean, I'll like when I'm at home, I'll spend time like by myself, like watching TV or on YouTube or whatever. So like I don't really need anybody. I don't need to talk to anybody because I'm like introverted.
So
I don't need to talk to people all the time.
Okay. All right. So it's not making that big of an impact. It's just like your daily routines have changed and you just going with the flow. All right. Anything else you want to say to the people out there that are watching? What was that?
I didn't say anything.
So she has a YouTube channel. Is it all of the videos? She makes videos and edits and does music covers. Did you want to put it out there for somebody who may want to take a look into the Korean culture?
I mean, they don't really. I feel like your viewers are interested in stuff like
that. You never know. People just found me, and they might know that a kid that is your age that's into it. It's like, I need somebody new to follow. So if you don't want to put it out there, we'll go ahead and end the video.
Not YouTube. I would recommend my Instagram. It's you can put it up there. I don't want to say it.
Okay, so we're going to just add it to the video. And is there anything else you want to say? All right. Well, thank you for coming in and spending some time with me. Hopefully, by the end of this, we'll still be close, but we shall see. All right, thank y'all for listening in.